What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm Kevin,
I'm Andy.
and today we're going to be talking about Halo 5. Were we right? It's a new kind of video that we're doing, talking about our speculations that we made beforehand, and were they correct or were they massively incorrect?
Yeah, so obviously we're doing Halo 5. We did a video on that before, obviously, the release of the game, and we speculated on mainly the storyline because we just wanted to focus on that. Obviously, there's more on the multiplayer and things like that. That video is now in our archives on our website or easily available on YouTube, so check that out. The main points that I was talking about was the Master Chief's journey and stuff like that.
I think just before we go ahead, we just want to say, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about what happens in the campaign.
Good shout.
And what
a
happens,
lot of spoilers.
yeah, along the way. So if you guys just make sure that if you haven't played the campaign already,
all the way through.
I think should do the campaign, just quickly breeze over everything else first, just in case, so like weapons and everything like that, and then we'll get into the campaign of it, and we'll warn you first. Okay?
Sounds good.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about, albeit we didn't speculate it, was the weapons and stuff like that.
Yep.
Every rendition of Halo, they change weapons wildly.
Yes.
Right? What I've got to say this time is the SMG, fucking love it.
SMG is the best weapon in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, if anybody hasn't played it yet, the accuracy's been brought down a little bit, I think.
No, I'd say it's gone up.
But the accuracy?
Yeah.
Well, the fucking damage has gone up. That's what I'm saying. So if you're in a close quarters combat and you've got an SMG, it doesn't really matter what the other guy's got. He's getting fucked.
Also, if you're playing it online, use the SMG.
Yeah. I'm rocking like an SMG battle rifle combination at the moment. Yeah. And I'm running around with that battle rifle and pulling off some sick fucking headshots.
Yeah.
I got a perfect kill. I know that. It's a thing. So you can get like a standard kill, then you get a headshot kill, and it just comes up with a star on the bottom left.
Right.
The battle rifle star, whoever you killed.
Right.
It's that perfect kill.
What does
I
that
think
mean?
it's every bullet hit in the head.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I've got a few of them with the battle rifle so far. It's
That's
smashing it. I really like how the loadouts work.
Yeah, I agree. It's a new.
I thought I was
invention.
really going to hate that. Whereas I thought it was going to be one of those standard things where you start with the assault rifle and a magnum, and then you couldn't get any more weapons for your loadout.
No, you just had to pick them up.
Yeah, you had to pick them up or buy them.
Yeah.
And you get it for one use.
Whereas
I love how you have the power weapons and then you get specific loadout weapons.
Yeah, so you can choose your loadout weapons, they stay with you for the game, or you can choose your power weapons, which are cards that you get through unlocking. You can sell them or keep them, and then you get to use those as well.
For anybody who doesn't know, it at first it was a little bit complicated to me. I'm not going to lie, I was like, what the fuck is this? But you get requisition packs, which you can either buy with points you get in game, buy with real world money, or just get them for leveling up and shit. And then you open up, get a fuck ton of cards, and go through it that way.
Yeah.
I haven't actually done that so much in the vehicles, but
it's definitely worth doing.
I got a Scorpion on the online.
Yeah.
Like wrecked fucking havoc with that.
Yeah.
And you get like a random vehicle card. I did that a lot in Mantis.
Well, what me and Matt found is that if you get the Ghost when you're at the third requisition, generally by the time you die, you can get another Ghost again. So we just kept doing Ghost after Ghost after Ghost, working together, and you can absolutely.
But you use your cards really quick.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But we sell a load of the stuff we don't want, and then use it to buy new packs of cards.
Yeah, I only buy gold ones.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, only.
Yeah.
Because it's just like exponentially more worth it. So you get like more cards and better cards.
And the fact you unlock armor pieces as well through the cards.
Yeah,
really
I
cool.
didn't like and take different kind of takedowns and stuff.
There is obviously microtransactions in it, but they're not significant.
Yeah, it's not you could pay a lot and then have a load of weapons from the start, but
it wants £2.40 for 10,000 points to get a gold card. 10,000 points, you can get that in 6 Warzone games, I'd say.
if that, yeah, absolutely.
So I wouldn't say it's an issue. You never buy with it. I mean, they probably just don't make a bit of money on the high side, but
I was trying to find the Forge today.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't find how to get into it.
No, the Forge is coming in January. The Forge is absolutely massive.
That's
apparently.
so sad.
Yeah. So you can put on about 10 times more items than you ever could, and the maps are huge.
Do you know why I think they're doing that?
Go on.
I think they're doing that to give it replayability. I think that they want people to play it now. They know people are going to fall out of it because people are going to start playing Fallout, Black Ops, etc., etc.
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout. Yeah. And
comes out in 3 days.
yeah, 3 days. 3 days. As of this recording.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to go up today. So
No.
minus 3 days.
It'll be out when it comes out. Fallout will be out when this video comes
Yeah,
out.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So how's Fallout? Tell us in the future. Back to Halo. Trying to remember. Yeah, there was. So basically, because it's coming out in January, that means that we're all going to be pretty done with it by January, the vast majority of people, I imagine. And then all of a sudden, I can forge a shit out of it. Yeah? And then you can like start macking it. But it comes in the same time as Fallout 4 mods.
It's going to be a battle.
Yeah,
It's going to be a battle.
And I went into local, so the shops here, the Who Sells the Games game.
Yeah.
I'm going Fallout 4 off topic. We're going with Halo.
Okay.
Yeah. So on Warzone, you've got Arena, which is also really interesting. It's more of the old game types from Halo.
It is, but it's more restricted. I feel like also they've made the arena type gameplay smaller. There's less options, and they're a bit more restricted because they've really put emphasis on Warzone. Which the one thing that annoys me is bad multiplayer is right there are 3 Warzone maps. They said it was 6, but they actually meant 3 in 2 different game types. So they try and times it basically. They tried to do maps to trick us.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
I haven't tried the other Warzone type yet.
It's good, but it's not as good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, it's obvious there are going to be more Warzone maps, but we know for a fact we're going to have to pay for them. That's a game. That's pretty much a given.
Yeah, it's always the way though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It always make you pay for
It's
them.
disappointing because more and more these days games are, it used to be when you pay once for a game, you get everything. Whereas now, what you buy is kind of the base, and then from that you have to buy to get extra stuff.
Yeah, the fact that there's only 3 maps for their keep. What's going to keep you playing this game is Warzone. Full stop. I'm going to replay the campaign for Legendary. I'm debating going back and getting all the achievements.
Yeah, you've never found the campaign as replayable as I have. I can play the campaign over and over again.
There's an achievement for completing the campaign on Legendary on your own. That's been on other Halo games before.
I can do that.
I played it on. I finished it with Heroic. There's no spoilers yet. There's a bit about power cores, right, in the last mission, and on my own on Heroic, I think it took like 8-9 tries. It was a bitch to do it on my own on Legendary.
Yeah.
Like in Legendary, you've got to keep in mind like a grunt is a formidable enemy. Look at them, like,
Have you noticed they melee you now? They punch you.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
so cool.
There's these Intel clips where a grunt talks about how someone killed his best friend, and so he's going back. He's going to go like launch like a full investigation and like try and find out who killed him. I only got like a couple, and then there's like
So cool.
they're hard to hear as well. But there's
Yeah.
then there's an elite who starts talking in another audio tape, starts talking about some crazy grunt
Yeah.
who's like running around
Have
trying
you
to.
noticed there are unique weapons now as well? You can find them.
Yeah, so like the Arbiter's got his unique energy sword.
Yeah, you can find it.
Can you?
Oh, you don't know. Right, so there's 15 campaign missions.
Right.
On some of those there are no unique weapons, on others there are 3. And basically, or up to 3, right? On some there are 1, some there are 2, some there are 3. Basically, these are like, there's weapons in the game, but they've got new paint over them or new style, and they're much more powerful in one way than another. So on the first mission, there is a, the scat shot. There's an upgraded scat shot, so it's got twice the ammo capacity before you have to reload, and it's more powerful. And then I found a shotgun in the second mission, which sets things on fire. Yeah.
You can get all that in online.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also, there's unique weapons like as well. The what's the machine gun really powerful fully automatic?
Saw.
The saw. Yeah, there's a saw that fires explosive rounds in the campaign hidden. I found it by accident. I was saying to Matt, "Holy shit, this thing fires explosive rounds!" Like literally, it murders the Warden Eternal. Murders him.
That guy's a bitch.
Yeah, it's
You got to run up behind him.
well,
Like,
there's 3 of them. That's the problem.
yeah. But there's 3 of them when you're playing on your own. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like you can't even get one guy to distract.
No, not at all.
Like that's the thing. It's like the same as like hunters. Like hunters are
Much
piece.
tougher.
Yeah, they're piece of piss. If somebody's distracting you, you're shooting in the arse.
Yeah.
Right. Otherwise.
They've definitely made him tougher though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you get 2 guys with a hunter, right, and the hunter's in the middle, so hunter's here, you're here, friend's here. One of you can just shoot in the back
And
till he
I'm
turns
here.
around, and you're here.
Yeah.
What do you think? Anyway, one of them's actually shoots it until he turns around. Then he turns around, the other guy shoots him.
Yeah.
You can bring him down in like 6 seconds by a shotgun, just constantly fucking
Yeah.
hammering him. Whereas on your own, you're just like, fuck am I going to do
Fair
this?
point.
And they're always in pairs as well, so
Yeah.
it's not like you can like juke him and just go behind him.
Yeah. So we'll talk about our speculation on the storyline.
Yeah. So spoilers if you haven't played through the
Yeah.
story. Go now.
So when we were speculating, we talked about a few things. We talked about one of the things was the factions that were going to be involved. I mentioned there's the Arbiters Elites, there's the New Covenant. I obviously said that there was going to be Forerunner and stuff like that. Generally, when it came to talking about factions, I was pretty on the money about that. There was an area where I differed massively from what actually did happen. That's mainly about like kind of the antagonist in the storyline. So we were right about saying that Master Chief, this is about his journey. We then said this journey of his is for 1 or 2 reasons, or both. Which is, we said it's either going to be to excel mankind to take up their role, which obviously was a big thing in the last game, so it made sense. To take on their role as owning the mantle, things like that. He's doing it for humanity. The other one was Cortana. Found out very quickly it's for Cortana. Right? He's doing this purely for her. What was a massive surprise to us, huge surprise, was that Cortana is the antagonist.
Yeah.
Cortana has gone insane.
Yeah. She's gone pretty mental.
She somehow survived because when she was meant to die by separating her mind and pretty much killing herself to save the Master Chief, she merged herself with this. It's kind of like wireless across the universe. It's the Forerunners communication network across the entire universe, right? It just spreads everywhere. She managed to merge herself into it, and from that point, she basically got a colossal amount of power, including controlling all the Prometheans in the universe. Now,
who still attack you?
yeah. Now,
Bitch.
Cortana very quickly, after the trauma and that sudden rush to power, she stopped being the awesome badass psychic that we've known from the last games, who is nothing but a good person. She became insane. You don't know it straight away. At first, when she's communicating with John, she just seems like she wants to meet up with John. She very quickly mentions that she now has the power to give She now has a colossal amount of power and she wants to use it for good. You're thinking, oh, great, fantastic. She then starts mentioning about the fact that she wants to use it to eradicate poverty, to unite all the species, to remove any sort of issue there is, poverty, food hunger, anything like that. And you're thinking, oh, this is fantastic. Then she starts speaking in a borderline religious way when she starts saying that there are still those who don't follow the path and they must be dealt with, and there are those that don't believe in our way of curing humanity. And you're thinking, right, this is a little bit unlike Cortana.
Yeah.
Then she starts mentioning the fact that anyone who doesn't agree with them has to be sidelined or removed, which falls in line with the mantle, which is obviously we protect everyone, but if they fall out of line, they don't.
And then when you're like, no, it's a bad idea, she's like, oh, I just haven't explained it properly. I'll talk to you later. And
she
you're like,
pulling it off. And then you work out slowly, and she finally confirms it, is that she believes that the created, which is all AI, which is Prometheans, AI above human ships, Covenant AI, all AI, the created are more capable of running the universe logically than organics are.
the Prometheans aren't AI. There's like a debate
No,
there.
you're right, they're not.
I don't know exactly what they are.
They're a tool.
Yeah, they're like a weird, like, in the middle.
They're kind of hive mind artificial intelligence. So they all have AI, but they're led, basically.
Yeah.
So either way, but the Forerunners do have AI. I mean, 343 Guild Spark was AI.
Yeah.
Either way, she believes that the created, as she calls it, this is very Mass Effect as well. She believes the created should take over the mantle and lead the creators. She believes that like the creators had their time in the sun, it's now time for them to be protected by the creators. The created are essentially saying, thank you, we'll now give you everything you want. However, she's very, very dark about it. And basically what the Guardians are, which we did say that we had no idea what the Guardians are, we can only guess. The Guardians are in fact these giant machines, which we did think they were the Guardians, but we didn't know what they did. The giant machines.
Yeah, and now they're basically like the police.
They're basically, they were put, when the Forerunners were holding the mantle, they were peacekeepers, one in every solar system, and their job was, if a solar system stepped out of line, they just killed the life there. So Cortana has brought all of them under her control and plans to unite the whole universe literally by force.
Yeah, and she brought every single one of them into one place.
Yes.
As well, which is quite cool. They'll be popping up every now and again.
And we were very wrong about that.
Yeah.
Very, very wrong.
Yeah.
We did not expect Cortana. We weren't even sure if she was going to be alive.
Yeah. I'm glad she was in the game though.
Yeah,
that's
not
one
so
thing
well.
to say. Yeah, and then when it ended, and she sort of like ran off into the moonlight.
Yeah.
And we're going after her next game.
Yeah,
In like however many years time.
The way it ends is awesome. In the fact, obviously, spoiler alert, but in the sense that Cortana arrives at Earth, she shuts off all the power on Earth. Literally, just turns it off, and then the Infinity legs it away.
Yeah.
So Infinity's okay, but human race is currently under the control of Cortana.
All the other ships in the around Earth as well got deactivated.
Yeah. Any like as in all the human beings on Earth seem to be now essentially having to do what Cortana tells them to.
Yeah. Well, they're getting fucked up.
If you complete the game on Legendary, there is a 5-second clip at the end.
There always is.
Yeah, now I'm going to give spoiler alert for this because some people might not have completed it on Legendary. Yeah, I looked it up on YouTube or something like that. You're right with no?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So at the end, you see basically a Halo ring, going back to the original, right? It's a Halo ring floating in space. Halo hasn't actually touched on the Halo ring since 2006,
Since Halo 3.
Since Halo 3.
Yeah.
In Halo 4, you look at a Halo ring, but it has nothing to do with the storyline. You look at a Halo ring. So in Halo 5, there's a Halo ring. This is the Legendary ending, and it turns on, as in the lights around the outside of it all light up, and then that's when it ends. Now, I personally think, this is making speculation out of our confirmation of speculation before, I think that Cortana's decided now the only way to control the universe for the created is to remove the creators. How do you remove the creators? You use a Halo ring.
Do you think you have to kill Cortana with a Halo ring? That's going to be a thing.
No, because by using a Halo ring, you kill all life in the sector. Everything. And in fact, if you
You
activate...
couldn't get rid of her because she's AI anyway, she could just go elsewhere.
Yeah, it doesn't kill AI. It kills organic matter.
Oh.
The Halo rings, if they're all used at once, everything in the galaxy gets killed at once. And that's organic. That's how they beat the Flood. Obviously, because they got rid of its food. So AI will survive. So I think Cortana is going to use it to kill all the creators. Because at the end, organics are the creators. And then the created are left with the mantle to rebuild organic life as they see it.
I think the thing about stopping Cortana though is that she's not in one specific place anymore. She's in like everything.
She is, but she still has a physical presence, which right now is on board one of the Guardians.
Yeah, the one that ran away,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I think you're probably right about the Halo rings in the next game.
I think so.
We're going to do a legendary playthrough.
It makes sense for the final game of this new chapter to end based around how this amazing game first started. Halo. It started with Halo. It might as well end with Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Makes
kind of agree
sense.
with you. and it makes sense with your title, Lincoln. So
Yeah.
why not?
Oh.
Yeah. We had this conversation about singing last time. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yes, but
Yeah.
that is all we know about Halo 5.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, tell us what you think. Tell us if you think if we're horrifically wrong, or tell us if you completely disagree with what we said just now. Yeah.
And you stay sexy, San Diego.
Stay classy, San Diego. Yeah. See ya.